What is up guys, Vortex here, and today I'm going to be showcasing you a game between me and my friend Joe. I'm playing my brand new D-Brigade list, which you can see on the channel right now actually. I'll link it in the description down below and in the card in the top right. But this is my first time playing it in an actual tournament, and I believe Joe made some changes to the Gaiomon deck since the last time you saw it. So my turn was pretty strong to say the least. I have one in raising, I also have the Digimon on deletion, and I also have the Pride memory boost, so I have memory to play with this turn, and I also have a lot of aggression this turn as well. So I swing with the Digimon, I hit the Digimon in the top 3. I then do the Pagamon, I get a Digimon, which is huge because it allows me to get kill pressure. I then use the Pride memory boost to go to 4 memory to go into Izzy Azumi. They're all obviously black, so I'll gain a memory, and then I'll reorganize the top of the deck, and then I will play the Commandramon on deletion Commandramon just to apply more pressure on my opponent. And so he's in an interesting situation where I believe he's like missing obviously a level 5, otherwise I think he would be able to get access to a Black War or a Gaiomon in this situation. So he's trying to swing at security, and I kind of disagree with this move unfortunately, because one of the things that you don't really want to do is fuel the discard for a Digimon, especially when you know I have it in hand. So he passes his turn to go to 3 memory, and then I swing, I get another Commandramon on deletion, which is obviously very powerful. I then start looking through my discard to see what's my kill pressure. Obviously can't swing with the Commandramon I just summoned. And so at this point I'm just going to play Izzy and Joe just to get some additional memory possibly anyways. And set up for the OT, or for the Digimon next turn. So he goes into the Megadramon, deletes the Commandramon, and then I get to activate Izzy and Joe to draw a card, and then I get to reveal the top 3. I get another on deletion, so pretty insane luck here. I swing at security, it's a black memory boost, then I have the Digimon returning 5 to the discard. And so we get into game 2 now, and obviously game 1 was really strong for me. The deck did what it needed to do, which was swarm the field and never lose control. And in this game, I also have like a very similar start. I have the Haguru to draw 2 and discard, and I also have the Commandramon in raising. My opponent isn't automatically putting a level 3 down, so it kind of obviously indicates to me that he has not found one. So he's just going to hard play the level 4, which is really unfortunate in this. But I don't actually have an actual answer to this, which basically just means he gets to set up. Unlike like the Metal Guru that I've been previously playing, I could answer this pretty easily, but Commandramon I just can't. So I attack, I get the Pagamon search, I then play another 2 cost and then go into the Sealsdramon for a blocker. And now I'm considering if I want to attack with Haguru. I attack with Haguru. In reality I should have probably attacked with the Haguru first, then play the Commandramon, because obviously could be something that deals with the Sealsdramon here. But in the end I play the 5k Commandramon to end my turn. So he finally finds a level 3, he goes into Chikurimon, and he has 3 memory, so he actually has a lot of access to a lot of things, and one of them is Metal Greymon, which means he gets to de-digivolve my blocker and delete it. The 5k Commandramon is just a little bit below the reach, so I'm quite happy about that, so I can still continue to put pressure. And he plays hero for turn, so he doesn't swing into security. So I'm just currently looking at my Commandramon, see if there's anything I can do. I then digivolve into the Commandramon blocker. I swing at security and it's 5k, so sucks, but it is what it is. I then play the Kazu, which would take him to 1, which would then lead him to 3. And the reason I want to go to the Kazu is because I just want to farm and look for that Dark Dramon endgame, because I'm already at 2 security. I don't think he can do enough at this point. But he goes as the Black War Greymon, which deletes the Kazu straight away, which is rather unfortunate, but he still doesn't really have an answer. So I'll swing at security of Commandramon. It dies, and I get to the Search of Pagumon, which is another Commandramon, and I put it on play. And now I'm basically saying to him, like, you need to have the answer, because if he doesn't have the answer, yeah, all he needs to do at this point is just control the memory. And so he goes into the Deltamon. He still has the Black War Greymon he can swing with. He then goes into the Gaiomon. I'm not too sure how I feel about this one, maybe because I believe Black War could unsuspend itself. So maybe he should have won the Black War. So he gets rid of the Commandramon. And then I get probably 2 of the best security I could get, because yeah, I mean, what can you do at this point? Like, hitting Kazu and Izzy and Joe is obviously very strong in security, and that's what this deck is really designed about. It's designed about getting the most from security effects, and getting 2 here is around average for the deck. The deck usually has around 20 cards that have a security effect, so it should be around that number. And so I go with the Defexmon. I don't really have much of an answer, but this is a way that I can deal with the board a little bit, because it just forces him to have the answer for the Defexmon. It does give him a lot of memory, but I think at this point I'm okay with it. But it also just allows me to, just buys me a turn, because the Black War Greymon can only swing for, I believe, 14 in this situation. And so he gets his Search, the Tapir and more. And yeah, so essentially he needs to get rid of this Defexmon and maybe bring up a blocker. So here's the Deltamon. He goes to 1, which is very low at this situation, because at this point I'm kind of gathering that he doesn't have the answers. And so I'm just thinking, if he had the Gaiomon, obviously he can attack into the Defexmon, because I believe Gaiomon has 13k and he can boost it up with Hero, which would then allow him to go equal, but then he'll just need the answer, and that's what he decides to do. Actually I forgot, he can reduce the Digievolution cost. So he decides to swing into the Defexmon. They both die. But then I get to draw 1 from Izzy and Joe. And then he plays the Tapirmon to pass me to 3. And I go to security, and then I have the Dark Dramon.